fellow YE seekers. Happy Tuesday. Hope you guys all had a great weekend. I'm going to give it just a minute for the feed to get going. Today is going to be Tips and Tricks Tuesday. I learned a few things this last week that were kind of light bulbs for me. It was awesome. So while we're waiting for the feed to kind of start and people to hop on, I'm going to just get moving with the base of my face. I'm going to do our primer, Touch Glorious Face Primer. I'm going to get started with that. My weekend was awesome. Hi, Tanya. I spent my weekend in Falling Waters, West Virginia. I got to take our tiny humans from church on their retreat. And we had awesome parent volunteers. We had sponsor volunteers. We took 10 little girls, 3rd through 5th grade, for the weekend. Super, super long days. I think I'm still recovering, to be honest. These girls had to be up and at the flagpole at 7:45. Hey, Justin. They had to be up and at the flagpole at 7:45. And late night activity after evening service at the retreat didn't even start until like Friday night was like 10:30. And Saturday night we were able to start a little bit earlier, but still it was like after midnight on Friday when we got these girls to bed, and close to midnight on Saturday to get them all up and ready and at the flagpole by 7:45. Holy moly, Batman. But it was a super fun weekend. This is the 2nd year that I've been able to do it, and I love it, love it, love it. I can't wait for next year. So that was my weekend. I hope you guys had a great weekend. And then I came home and had to go right to the ER yesterday for work. I don't know what I was thinking. It was exhausting, but now I'm off. All I have to worry about today is putting on my face, helping my girls achieve their goals, and getting to swim team practice on time. So I already did my face care routine prior to hopping on. Hey, baby. Normal face wash, rose water, and let me tell you, we have this instant lifting serum. That is one of my favorite go-to products. They say, you know, it's for under the eyes, and I've showed you guys before. I put it down here because I feel like it kind of lifts my little old lady chin up some. And they say it takes up to 2 hours to work. And some people may be skeptical. You ever get this in your eye? Oh my soul. It felt like it was like, I just happened to rub a little the wrong way. Like it was pulling my cornea. It instantly lifts. Anyway, that was my funny for the morning. I was like, oh, that hurt. So I think I'm actually going to use loose powder foundation today. And this is, you know, personal preference. I bought some of our loose powder concealer. I'll try that today. If I were going to use my normal Touch Mineral concealer, I would put the concealer on first and then the powder foundation. Normally we put our foundation on and then the concealer, but it's just my personal preference, the way I like it to go. So I'm going to put use our powder concealer today. And get moving so that I can get onto these awesome tricks that I learned this weekend. Had a long time in the car. Thank goodness Sarah drove, because I was a hot mess. And those mountains on those windy roads. So I had time to look into some videos that I had saved that I wanted to watch. So just a little bit of concealer there. I think I'm going to use, I'm not all that dark. Maybe I'll just use chiffon or organza. Oh, we'll go with organza. So the trick here, the tip I learned with our Touch Mineral foundations, they are, a little goes a long way, and it's buildable coverage. To avoid having any splotchy areas, always make sure you're putting it on in a circular motion. That way you're buffing away any areas and spreading out the product where you might have more rather than less. So this setup for us here, normally you see me in the bathroom or on the floor in the bedroom, is new. My guy's working on getting this office workable for me so that I have good lighting. Natural lighting is always best, but working out some kinks with that because it seems to be super bright for some reason on this side of the house during the day when I would normally be doing my lives. In the evening, it's great. So we're sitting a little cockeyed. Normally we'd be facing that way, but we're getting it. So I'm just going to keep layering until I'm happy with the coverage. Side note, while I finish this before I get to my next tip and trick, tomorrow is the big day. Tomorrow, the Chantel Ray media team is coming to little old Gloucester, and they are going to do a little infomercial free of charge for my Team Let Your Wife Shine, Team Our Best Selfie. Promote our business. Hi, Jen. Hey, guys. Look, I'm going to be popping up right now. Good morning. So anyway, super excited about that. Very, very nervous. It's silly. I mean, it's 2 minutes. It's free exposure. I don't know why I'm even bothering to be nervous, but they're going to come to Gloucester. They are going to film a little infomercial for me and advertise it for free. So super grateful for that. But there's a lot of planning. Butch and I spent a lot of time last night kind of going over the particulars of, because it's only like a minute and a half to 2 minutes of what's important. Like, what are my must-haves that have to go into this little condensed commercial. So I'm going to put on a little blush, use Seductive today. And we spent some time looking at that and looking at what other businesses who have been featured, how they worded theirs and how they focused in on theirs. We spent some time last night doing that. We created a YouTube channel for the business. So all of the lives that I've done, all the instructionals that I've done are now going to be on YouTube. Let Your Wife Shine. So those are now live, I think. We got them uploaded. I think we did it right. So we'll check on that today and make sure that they are where they need to be. All right, there's that. So then the other thing, setting powder versus setting spray. I'm a huge fan of the setting powder. I use it all the time. I have oily skin. It blurs your pores, fine lines, sets your makeup. But at the end, we're going to use setting spray. It's amazing. Trick number 2. I didn't do it today, but if you have oily skin like me, you can use your setting spray on your face after your primer before you ever put makeup on. Let it dry, and it mattifies all your makeup, takes away your shine. Use it at the end, and you are good to go for the day. So I'm just going to use a little bit of our Behold setting powder, and then we're going to go into our next trick. I think we're going to play on my eyes. I think we're going to play with our mineral pigments today because they are going into the sunset at the end of July. Super sad. I love them, but we have to make room for new goodies. So I've been hoarding them. I've been stocking up on all the colors I don't have. So I've got several colors out today that we're going to try. And it's the best time to play. I don't have any place special I have to be today. So if it comes out crazy town, I don't have to worry about it. All right. Tip and trick number 3. We're not to the lashes yet, but let me tell you something. Trick number 1 with your fiber lash mascara. Who knew that, you see these little windows? It's kind of like your fuel gauge. But guess what? It's all black. So you really can't see. The container's black. The window goes into a product that's black. It's really hard to see. But you can pull them out. Who knew? So this is my new one. So it's all full. Okay? You can do the same thing with your gel. Like I said, this is my new one, so it's going to be full anyway. But here is, takes a little elbow grease to get them out. I just popped it out earlier to look at it. But you can take it out and you can actually see how much of your fibers you've used. And see, I just shook this one all the way up. But you can see in this one, maybe a little better. And it was really compacted, but I just shook it all up when I opened it earlier and was checking it out. But you can see where there's empty spaces in there, and you can kind of gauge where you are. This is an older one. I keep a couple, one in my purse, one here. Hey, Starla! So that's really cool. I didn't know they came out. So tip and trick number 3 for that. You can see how close you are to needing refill. With the same thought process on the mascara, when you start to get low, because I know we call our foundation liquid gold, but the mascara is like crack. Once you start using it, you're never going to want to stop. The gel, you can set it in a cup of warm water when you're running low. Fabulous. I'll show you my last trick when I actually open them up to do my lashes. So that's it. So we talked about using your setting spray to mattify before you ever put your makeup on. We got the tip and trick of the pulling the tubes out so you can actually see what's in your product, so you can order appropriately and not run out. And then when you do run low on your gel, set it in a cup of hot water while you're doing the rest of your face, and it's really going to loosen that up. You can even put a couple of drops of, like if you have saline spray, a couple of drops of that in there, just 1 or 2, and good to go. Alright, we're going to play with our eyes now. I think we're going to do these mineral pigments. I'm not quite sure how it's going to turn out. I am going to start with my Splurge Cream Shadow like I always do. I just like the way it is as a base. Oh, sorry. Primer first. We're going to eye prime. Just a tiny bit on both eyes. It really helps hold your color, set your color, prevents creasing. And we're just going to put a little bit on each eye and give that a second to dry, and we're going to talk about the colors that we'll use for our eyes today. I'm going to do some pinks. I am all about some pinks right now. I don't know why. Never been really much of a pink girl, but I've really been enjoying the pinks that I've gotten in some of these palettes. So we're going to play with some of these pinks today. I'm going to let that primer dry for a second. And I'm going to use, actually, never mind. We're going to use all pigments today. So we are going to start with this one for a base, I think. Oh, this was so funny. When Sage helped me unpack this box, she got this one in hers, and she wouldn't say the word. I don't know if you can see that. The name of this color is Sexy. She handed it to me. She's like, Mama, you have to tell them about that one. So this one is a really, really pretty pale, like, champagne-y color. And I think maybe all of the colors I picked out today have shimmer. Whatever. We're playing. Who says I can't shimmer in the middle of the day? So I am going to take my deluxe brush, if I can find it. Here it is. Ooh, deluxe brush. Another tip. I always keep a washcloth on my leg while I'm doing my makeup. Especially for my eyes. You're changing colors and you don't want to muddy any of your colors that you're using. So I keep a towel, a washcloth on my leg while I do my makeup, or on the counter if I'm in the bathroom doing my makeup. And Butch actually bought a stack of gray ones for me because, you know, makeup all over everything. So we're going to start with Sexy. Like I said, it's a really pretty shimmery, champagne-y kind of color. We're going to use it as a base color all over. So like I said, my weekend, guys, if you're there, tell me about your weekend. What did you do? Anything fun? Time with the fam? We're going to use this as a nice base color. Starla, I totally think you need to do the singing birthday thing. Grammy, glammy, hot mama. Go be a surprise singer to deliver messages. I think you'd be perfect. For those of you that are on that didn't understand that, you all have heard me, that watch me, you've heard me multiple times talk about the sermon from Pastor Ken at Lighthouse that actually got me thinking about what I could do. It was our 5 streams of income. It was one of our sermons on finances and how, you know, you're never going to be financially independent and stable if you're always working for someone else, because someone else controls your wealth, your income, your availability of progression in your chosen endeavor. So I did some research, found something I could do to provide my little family with a second stream of income. And that's how I found Younique. The foundation and the mission of the company was near and dear to my heart. Like I said, it's the company was founded on, so there's that really, really pretty, soft, shimmery, nice base color. Company was founded on Uplift, Empower, Validate for women. The foundation itself, the Younique Foundation and Haven Retreat, for to help heal women who are survivors of childhood sexual assault abuse. Startling numbers to me. 1 in 4 women were sexually assaulted or abused before the age of 18. Before. 1 in 4. I can't even imagine what the number is as an adult. 60% never even tell anybody. Not a person. 90% of those 1 in 4 know who did it. It was a family friend, a family member, you know, an acquaintance. They know them. So when I saw how passionate this company was about healing and supporting women, empowering women, protecting women, it was a no-brainer for me. I was never really big on makeup, so it wasn't the makeup that sold me, it was the company and their mission that sold me, and I'm so, so grateful that I jumped in when I did. All right, here we go. Next, we're gonna do, I think we're gonna do, what's this one? We are gonna do Vulnerable. It's a nice pretty pink. And we're gonna do this on the lid. All over on the lid. Got me some K-Love going on in the background. And like I said, these mineral pigments, they are going away into the sunset in July. They are available individually or in sets of 4. They are awesome. I've seen, you know, the hair chalk is really big with girls my daughter's age. Sage is 9, and they love this hair chalk stuff. And I saw this whole post where moms were using their mineral pigments as hair chalk. Our products are, you know, it's the first time I've really ever let Sage play with makeup and do makeup. Our products are all plant-derived, all natural, never tested on animals. You know, the chemicals in your skincare line and in your makeup take something ridiculous, like 26 seconds to get into your system. It's silly. To really be aware of what's in the products that you're putting on your face and on your body. And 26 seconds for those chemicals to start to seep into your system. So I've been super careful about not letting Sage do a lot of makeup, period, just because of her age, but also because if you never know what's in that stuff that she's putting on her face. So I started letting her play with the Younique a little bit, and she's so cute when she does it. Like I said, the colors are buildable. I'm putting them on now. A little second coat there. So this is, all right, so now, that's just 2 colors. Like I said, we're gonna play today. There's that. So now I have that. Let's see. Tip and trick. I don't even know what number we're on now. Maybe 5. I'm going to take, maybe I'll stick with my deluxe brush. And we're gonna see how I can change the colors. So that is just with primer. I put the Sexy on as the base, and then I put the Vulnerable on all over my lid. What you can do, especially with these pigments, you can do it with your palettes as well. We're gonna put some pigment in the lid, and I'm gonna take my rose water. You can do it with, I had a little bit of cup of water here somewhere, but you can do it with that. Just take some water. I'm gonna spray your brush to make it wet. Pick up some of that pigment and then go back in. And it intensifies. So this one's a matte. I thought it was a shimmer. This one's a matte, the Vulnerable, this pink that I'm using. But when you moisten your brush, it intensifies the color that much more, and I really like that. Actually, we're going to do that on the other eye too. Can you see the difference? And that's just because I wet the brush a little bit. So you can go really subtle or make it a little more dramatic. Actually, maybe we'll do both. I'll keep this eye this way, and we'll do one eye dramatic, one eye subtle. So there is, same 2 colors. One was just wet. All right, I'm gonna clean off my brush, and we're gonna go in with our next color now. Now I think we're gonna try, oh, this one is my Melly's favorite. So we're gonna take, I think this is Sassy. Yep, Sassy. Kinda like me. I'm gonna put a little bit in the lid of my color pot here. I'm gonna dry my brush really well. This is where it would really help me to have a couple of these brushes. I think I might have to order a couple more. One for wet and one for dry. All right, so I've dried off my brush really well. I'm gonna take this Sassy and put it on the outside half of each lid. This lid dry, this lid wet. Just for a little bit of dimension. And like I said, it's buildable. So get your first go around and see how you feel about it. All right, so there's first go round. And then we're gonna go again with our rose water, and we're gonna wet the brush. Pick up that pigment and do the other eye wet. Oh wow, that's a nice pretty, look at that, shimmery. I like that. Any color that has a shimmer is really gonna pop when you wet it. All right, so now we're half and half there. Next, all right, clean off my brush again. Now we're gonna go in, I'm gonna take my crease brush and we're gonna go in with a crease in outer V color to kind of give me some depth and dimension. Put my deluxe brush away. And where is my, here it is. All right, the next color I'm gonna try, it's like almost a maroony, sticking with my pink theme. And it is, my glasses on. Heartbroken. I'm not heartbroken. But we're gonna go in the crease brush into just that, into the crease. I'll do the subtle eye first again. I don't know that I'm gonna wet this one. We'll see how dark it goes on this eye, but we'll see if we can just accent the wet colors that I did the pigment pots. So, like I said, pigment pots are going away. End of July. I said you can get them individually, you can get them in sets of 4. If you have a specific color you really would like, let me know. I'll put together a set of 4 for you. You'll get the discounted price. Typically you'll save shipping as well, because I'll put bulk orders in a couple of times a month for my local people so that they don't have to pay their shipping if they just need a lip gloss refill or a mascara refill. Sorry, coffee's life this morning. All right, so Heartbroken, we're gonna do crease and outer V. I'm really digging, sorry I had a phone call. I was saying I'm really digging these pinks a lot. So I'm really digging this crease brush into my crease and outer V. I really like this a lot, y'all. I'm gonna come up just a little bit onto my brow bone, just a tiny bit. So when you tip and trick, I don't know what number we're on now, a lot. If you have hooded eyes, which I don't, but if you see the difference in these two, if you have hooded eyes, which means when I look right at you, even this is just a lid color. This isn't even a crease color yet for me, so my eyes are not hooded. When I look right at you, you can see the color that I've put on my eyes. Some people have deep set eyes where their arch of their eyebrows actually come out a little bit. And if they were to look straight at you, you could not see the color on their eye unless they were to look down or close their eyes. So they say for the people who have those hooded eyes, to bring your color up a little bit onto your brow bone. Leave a nice space here for your highlight color, but bring it up onto your brow bone. So that's there now. I'm going to just blend that a little bit. Blending is your friend, always. You don't want to muddy your colors, but you don't want any harsh lines either. All right, so on to the other side. We'll see how this color looks without it being wet. I might have to go back in to make it a little bit more dramatic. I think Sagie's going to like this eye. She loves we call them unicorn colors. Blend a little bit. You know what? The heck? Can't hurt. We're going to try it wet. So I'm going to put some more pigment in my pot. Spray my brush with the rose water. See what happens. And we're going to blend. All right. So there we go. There's difference. Same exact colors on both eyes. The only difference is using them with a little bit of rose water. All right, next. We're just going to highlight the brow now. I think I'm going to use, I'm sorry, y'all. I don't even know how long this live is at this point. Because we're just playing makeup. All right. So those colors are put away. I'll have to bring them back out when I even my eyes out here shortly because I can't go out with two opposite eyes. We're gonna do, let's do, you know what, maybe we'll stick with sexy and we'll do it maybe wet for the highlight. All right, so I have that. I'm gonna go in with my angled brush. I'm gonna clean it off really well first. Let's see what happens if I just kind of touch up my brow bone. So I'll do this side, touching up my brow bone without any water or rose water. I would normally just a highlight on it every day. And then we'll go in, pick up some of that pigment. And wet my brush. The cat just ran, I sprayed him with rose water. Oops. Oh yeah. Much different. Okay, so look, same exact colors. Only difference is, as they come out of the pot, moistened with rose water or a little bit of regular water. I'm going to blend this side just a little bit more. Okay. All right, next, we need to line. Tip and trick. So I just told you how we can make our mineral eye colors pop, more glossy, more shiny, shimmery. You can actually use them as liquid liners. I'm going to use Devious. It's kind of a shimmery black. So I'm going to put some in the pot again. I'm going to, this time because I really want it to be liquidy, I'm going to spray the rose water, or I'm going to put a couple of drops of just tap water right in there. I'm going to spray some rose water in there. And I'm going to take my angled liner brush. I'm just going to mix that up. And y'all, literally it becomes the most amazing, any of the colors you can do this with, liquid liner. It goes on so easy, so smooth. Mistakes are super easy to correct. So we're going to go there. We're going to do some liner. So you can do this any of the colors. The one problem I always have, my lashes are curled funny. So whenever I put liner on that's not, like not just the pencil liner, I always have a hard time getting towards my lash line for some reason. So I just go back in and really hit that lash line. And once that dries, you can go back in and do a second coat if you'd like for it to be more defined and more dramatic. So we're going to do the other eye. Then we're going to talk about the lashes. And we'll go to lips. This is one of my favorite brushes. If you mess up on your regular eyeliners, on your liquid liners, on any of the multitude of things that you can mess up on your eyes, if you get your lash gel on your eyelid, this brush is amazing. Dip it in a little concealer and you can camouflage a multitude of flaws. Love it. All right. And I'll take, before I make my eyes match, I'll take a picture of both sides. All right, so I'm just gonna clean off that brush and we're gonna work on the mascara. In the meantime, lip exfoliator. It's summertime, y'all. You need to get those lips looking good. Ours is sugar-based, all natural, coconut oil. We'll just let that hang out for a minute. We'll wipe it off when we're ready to do lips. All right, so mascara. We talked about gel fiber gel. We talked about how to tell when you're running low. Who knew? I was super excited about that one. And I'm just giving my homemade liquid eyeliner a chance to dry before I curl my lashes. But one thing, we talked about putting a couple of drops of saline in there. They dry out. We talked about putting your gel in a cup of warm water while you do the rest of your face to help get every little morsel out of there while you're waiting for your refill to come. Then we're going to curl my lashes now. The next thing I want to show you. So one way, you know, everyone knows the new the new mascara. Hi. You first get it in, you first put it on, it goes on flawlessly, it looks gorgeous. And then, after a few uses, the consistency changes a little bit. Well, guess what? Think about what you're doing. It's a gel fiber gel. So think about what you're doing to the gel wand. So you put your gel on, right away you put your fibers on, right? Well, you have to seal those fibers in with your gel wand. So now you're pulling fibers into your gel. Use one of your makeup remover cloths every few days and wipe your gel wand off. Oh my geez, it's like brand new mascara. It's awesome. Working that exfoliator, working the sugar in. All right, so we're gonna start gel fiber gel. So we're gonna start, we do one eye at a time. Like I said, that, and we'll actually, these are the, whatever makeup remover you use is fine with your wipes. If you don't use wipes, if you have a baby wipe, you can use that to clean off your mascara wand. But this is what I use. It's our Shine Makeup Remover Wipes. A side note with that, who knew? When you wash your face at night, if you don't take your makeup off first, you're not washing your face. Just saying. Y'all bear with me. I know this is long. I had a lot to say today. But I'm going to keep one of these here because I'm going to clean my wand off today. It makes a huge difference. So gel fiber gel, we're going to start one eye at a time. And it's light-handed. Goes on just like regular mascara. The key to no clumps is to be like, oh look, I'm a mess already. The key to no clumps is to be light-handed. Gentle, gentle, gentle. Keep your wand moving. Keep your wand clean. Hey, Aunt Debbie. We're talking about the mascara. I know that you had asked about it at one point. What I had just got done saying, you can recap for the tips that I gave earlier, but what I just got done saying is, so here's the fibers. I put the gel on one. Here's the fibers. I like a more clean look and not a fuzzy look, so I roll my fibers on the back of my hand. It compacts them so that I don't have a lot of extra. I like clean, thin, long lashes. That's my preference. Leave it just like it is. You're going to get volume and length. So, Aunt Debbie, I was saying some tricks I learned about the mascara. So the tubes actually can pull out so you can see how much is left. Good guide for when you need to reorder. When you get closer to having to reorder, sometimes your gel can get a little dry, which makes your fibers not want to stick as well. Stick it in a cup of hot water while you're doing the rest of your makeup, and it loosens all that gel up, and it's like brand new. You can put a couple of drops of saline solution in there. Okay, so I did gel and fiber on this eye. I'm going to leave that sit now. I'm going to move to this eye, top lash, gel and fiber. The other thing that I learned last week that was amazing, made my mascara like brand new. I was showing them, this is the makeup remover cloth that I use, but any makeup remover that you use if you have cloths or if you have baby wipes at the house, because think about what your gel wand does. It has to go back over here now and seal those fibers in, so fibers are going to get on there. and they're going to clog up your brush, so your lashes aren't going to be even and nice and long. Take your makeup remover wipe and clean your brush off every few days. Makes it like brand new. So we're just doing gel on this side now. So I have gel and fiber on my right eye. Now I'm doing the, oh, look, I got myself again. I'm a hot mess. Now we're doing the gel on the other side. And Debbie, I was super sad when I found out Ginger was not getting married here locally. I was going to offer to do her makeup and help her with her wedding. For freeze, yo. But super happy that she's excited about where she's getting married. And she sounds so happy. We're so blessed to have her in Girls Ministries now. I'm super excited for that. She's been a big help to me and Stars lately. Filling in when I can't be there. So I see you all are watching. Nobody's talking to me today, though. You usually talk to me. I'm a little bored. Just kidding. You hang out all you want. So, other than, like I told you about my weekend at Stars Retreat. So now I am also evidently the assistant coach for Sage's swim team. You know, needed one more thing. That I am super excited about, though. She's my first child who has wanted to swim. I was a competitive swimmer all the way through ODU. I am over the moon excited for her. She picked up on it really quickly. She's really honestly enjoys it. It's a low-key, fun league for her first experience, which is really, really nice. I love her coach. The other assistant coach happens to be one of my officers. I'm a PTA at Ware. I'm stepping in this year as president of the PTA there. I have drug my bestie. Almost kicking and screaming, not quite. She's really excited now. I can announce it because she's officially accepted. Sarah Gillot is coming to Ware Academy. I can't wait. She's the new kindergarten teacher, and we are so, so blessed to have her. All right, y'all. So, we're almost done the makeup part. Tonight, I'm going to need you all to log back in for me because I have several announcements that I'm super excited about. We have 3 contests coming up. 3 that I'm really excited about. I told you earlier that I'm determined. I'm giving away more makeup this month than I did last month, and I gave away a lot of makeup last month, which makes me super happy. I like to bless others because I've been blessed. But lots of things. We're going to have a Say Yes to the Dress competition. No, it's not a wedding dress. It's a convention dress. I have a masquerade ball to go to, and you guys are going to help me pick my dress. So we have a Say Yes to the Dress competition, and we have a Wants vs. Needs competition. And I'm going to give away some fabulous, or should I say fabulash, prizes. But the rest of my day is actually going to be devoted to my team. Brittany is so close to her first Fast Start bonus. She is less than a week away from her 30-day mark, and she's super close. She needs less than $100 to reach her requirements for her first bonus. I'm so excited for that. My Emma is having her launch party on the 15th. So I'll be helping her get that set up and planned and organized. So I'm really happy for that too. All right, so last but so not least. All right, only one coat. Like I said, my eyes aren't even because I did no extra rose water with the colors. Same colors. I'm just showing you how you can make the colors different. Same 3 colors, totally different based on if you have them dry or wet. So I'm going to take the exfoliator off my lips now. We're going to do lips, and I'm going to let you go because it's been super long, I know. Just eat it. It's delicious. It's a sugar scrub. right, so this might be way too bright for me for an, oh, I didn't even look. I lost track of what I was doing. Here's my gel wand. I'm gonna take my Shine White, my makeup remover wipe, and it's been a couple of days. Every couple of days I try to do this. Typically I'll do it at night with my used one after I take my makeup off. Like I said, if you're washing your face before you use a makeup remover of some kind, you're just taking the top layer of makeup off. You're not cleaning your skin. So take your makeup off. Baby wipe, makeup remover wipe, whatever your regimen is. Take your makeup off first, then use your cleanser. All right, last but not least, this month's kudos. So again, these women are crazy about their makeup. Super, super popular. We released 6 new colors in our Splash Liquid Lipstick, the ones that everyone's been asking for. So we wanted more pinks and nudes, and traditionally our Splash Liquid Lipsticks have been bright and bold. They're highly pigmented. They stay. So this one came with my kit, and that was bright enough for me. So that was like, I would mute it with concealer or whatever, my white lip pencil. This one's super pretty. I got 2 of the 6 because we already had such a demand for the new colors that they were on back order. They're on their way. I can't wait for them to get here. But we're going to play with the 2 new ones today. I'm going to try to do both and combine them to make a color that is a nice everyday for me. So I think because that's kind of more, I don't know what we're going for. I may use, I don't know, I might not line right now. We're just going to play. So I'm going to use the first one. We're going to go, look, this is terrible because I don't have my glasses on. We'll figure it out. There's 2 of our new ones. This one's going to be really bright for me, but we're going to temper it with the other. Highly pigmented. Highly. I hear the cat. Hard not to hear him when he's like a small person. So our Splash Liquid Lipsticks are our kudos this month. We released 6 new colors that currently are only available in the kudos. I'm gonna let that sit for a second. I'm gonna grab my boxes and tell you what color they are. Currently they are only available in the kudos. I'm hoping that they're going to keep them in the line, but you never know. That's whenever they release new colors, it's really a test run. If they do well and the demand is there, they're going to keep them. So we have Stellar and Stately. So this is Stately by itself. So maybe let that dry for a second. We're going to mix it with Stellar. So now Stellar, in and of itself, it looks, I wore it yesterday and I loved it, loved it, loved it, loved it. So it looks really, really pale. On me, my skin tone, it really came out almost as a brown. I mean, look at the difference. And I have a picture up on my page where it shows everyone's different skin tones and how the colors will look on their skin tone. Because it is a mineral pigment, it's going to react differently with every skin type, every lip color. So we're going to try to mix it up a little bit, see what happens. That's a little bit more my style. All right. So that was a combination of the 2. Very different color. Now, my Hottie Lip Plumper is not in yet. I cannot wait to see that in action. Little tip and trick for you. If you didn't get in on a lip plumper because it sold out like in 2 days, I was a smart girl and I got a few extra. 2 of them are claimed. I have 2 more. I'll show you the results. If you think you might want one, message me. I will give it to you. I'm really hoping they bring that one back because from what I've seen so far, the results are amazing. All right, so last tip and trick, well, 2 more. Revolving around your lips. If you don't have a lip plumper, you didn't get it ahead of time, take your Pristine or your white eyeliner, whatever white pencil that you have, you put it in the middle and in your Cupid's bow after your color. Especially on that bottom lip. Gives you an extra pout. Now, last tip and trick. Normally I would wait a little bit longer for my Splash liquid lipstick to dry, but I've kept you long enough. Probably painfully long today. But I had a lot to say. I had all these tricks I learned. Super excited. Take your primer. It's clear. Once you dry, dab that primer all over your lips. It works for everything except the gloss. So once it dries, your splash will be set, unlike mine, because I didn't wait. And then dab your primer on top and let it dry. It will set your lips for the rest of the day. I did it yesterday with my Splash all day long, never reapplied. It was beautiful when I came home. Last, but very much not least, Behold setting spray. Just a couple of sprays. 1. Give it a chance to dry and you are good to go for the day. All right, y'all. Thanks for hanging in with me. Thanks for bearing with me. I know it was a lot. I'm gonna go fix my eyes now. I actually think I like this bold one and I might keep the lip color. Who knows? Have a good day. Love your why, know your why, chase your why.